Being in a relationship bothers me the most.
Yes.
Unloyalty and unfaithfulness. Because a relationship is a commitment. And when you enter in that thing or in that relationship, you need to know in yourself that you're loyal to the person that you love. Because relationship, that's the foundation of love and relationship, faithfulness and loyalty. Because if you don't have that one, relationship will not be successful.
I'm Filipina delivery girl, and for today's vlog, I'm going to interview this lady beside me. And first, may I ask your name?
So I am Giselle.
And how old are you, Ate?
I'm 22 years old.
Where do you live now?
Right now, I am staying with my sister's house at Colorado City, but I am born or I am living or my own or my house is located in Pampanga, Colorado City.
Okay. And how are you today, Ate?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Stressful
So,
but fighting.
finding.
Yes.
So, are you ready to question?
Ready? Ready?
So, first question. What the hardest things you had to deal with in your life so far?
Hardest thing.
Yeah.
Hardest. Okay. Um, since I am not living a life financially privileged. So the hardest thing that I experience is to experience that my parents or my mother will borrow money to my neighborhood just to sustain my needs in school. For instance, or I can give an example. During high school, so I always join contests, and then I've always I have I went to divisions or like LaSalle for academic contests. So, and then at that day, we don't have money, own money. So my mother needs to borrow money in my neighborhood, and it pains my heart because I don't want to my mother to sacrifice or um, borrow money in the family just for my needs. So that's the hardest part of my life, and then I'm working right now just to I don't want to back at that situation.
Yes. And next is, if you could back in time and change one thing about your past, what would it be?
It would be that I grabbing the opportunities. I I regret or I want to go back to the time that I was offered an opportunity wherein it will cost or it will make my life better. But I don't grab that opportunity because I am shy. I have fear. So I want to go back to that one. But if that question is, I want to go back to that one, but I don't have any regrets because life is always been that. Life is always been that one. So we everything happens for a reason. So
Yes.
no regrets, but I want to go back.
So next is, which city would you live in if you could live wherever you wanted?
If I am financially privileged, I will live in Switzerland because that's my dream country to live because of its sceneries and it's peaceful.
Yes. And next question, which book has had the most profound effect on you?
Right now, I am reading the book A Gentle Reminder. It is the book who have wisdoms in life, how to deal with stress, how to deal with every aspect or every conflict of life. So when you read that book, you will be reminded to always fight and to change what you have been doing right, bad things that you are doing right now.
Yes. And next is, what's something you think everyone should try at least one in their lives?
Mm. For that question is about trying or conquering your fears
Yeah.
once. So because you always say that what if I try to do that one? What if? So you need to try once or you need to try to conquering your fears so that you will know what will be the result of that.
Yes. And next is, what one memory you hope you never forget?
That memory will be my memory that I have, or memories that I have in high school life, because that was the best life, or the best um, happens to my life because that is the part of my life where I enjoy the most. There is no problem like adulting because it's 12 years old to 16. So right now in college, you always do or decide for the best of yourself and for your family. So you are in the adult time, so you need to adjust to what your responsibilities are.
Yes, that's true. So next is, what three words would you use to describe yourself?
Me, 3 words.
Yes, to describe yourself.
For me, 3 words. Strong, family oriented, and goal oriented. No need to explain that one. I know. I see that it's understandable.
So next is, what are the top 5 items on your bucket list?
Item. Okay. First to buy land for my family. Second is the house for my family. Third is um, entrepreneurship, or you called it in the Filipino negosyo. I want
Yes.
because
Business.
yes. And third, and then fourth is to travel the Philippines with my own if I already have enough money. And then five, maybe marriage. Yes, the last one.
So next is, what are you someone who easily annoyed, or are you a good at keeping your cool?
If it means that introverted, like you only you don't share your problems, you just keep it to yourself. I am that kind of person. I don't want to someone to be part of my problems because it is my problem. And they have problems too. So we need to deal problems in our own.
So next is, have you ever loved someone who didn't love you back?
That's the question. Ah, I don't have true love or that love that really that to the highest point. But it's for crushes only. That for I mean or what do you call this? Just for enjoyment. For the enjoyments of yes in high school. I have a 7 years crush, but it's just the popular.
And next is, what are you most passionate about life?
Passionate.
Yes.
For I am always passionate to everything that I do because everything I do is worth it and it always affects my life. So I always do things with passion because what you have done today will result to your future. So do what you want to do right now with passion because it will affect your life later.
And next is, what the things that bother you the most about being in a relationship?
Being in a relationship bothers me the most.
Yes.
Unloyalty and unfaithfulness. Because a relationship is a commitment. And when you enter in that thing or in that relationship, you need to know in yourself that you're loyal to the person that you love. Because relationship, that's the foundation of love and relationship, faithfulness and loyalty. Because if you don't have that one, relationship will not be successful.
Yes. And next is, what piece of advice in the best you ever received?
To live life to enjoy life, to live life to the fullest. Enjoy it even though that there are lots of problems. You just need to find reasons to smile, find reasons to enjoy life because life we only have one life in this world and we cannot go back time. So enjoy every moment. I know there's always been problems, but you always find time to enjoy and be happy.
Yes. And next is, what is your most underrated skill?
Underrated skill. I feel no underrated skill because I am not very good at things. I am just in the neutral stage. Like I can sing, I can dance, and I can draw, but I am not best at it. But I haven't pursued or practiced it because I don't have time. But I am good. I know how to sing, dance, and draw, but I am not in the best point of it.
Yes. And next is, what social norms would you like to get rid of?
Social norms. Social norms. Um, for me, so social norms that I want to get rid of is the chismes or rumors, because rumors destroy the reputation of someone. And if you if you know that there are bad happenings to that person, or don't what do you call this? Don't believe to every statement that you have heard. Know first the reason, because it might be that the statement that was arrived to you is not the correct one. So rumors will destroy someone's reputation to be good and be the person who criticize or critic statements.
Yes, and that's it. And next is, what the biggest gift you ever received?
Oh, for my life, biggest gift I received is the life that I have right now. The gift from the God, because the gifts that was given, the other gifts that was given, you will not experience that one or receive that one if you don't have life.
Yes. And next is, what is your most irrational fear?
Irrational fear. Irrational fear. For me, my biggest fear is death, because death, you don't life is very beautiful, and then at certain time you will be you will die, and it's very scary. It's a fearful thing.
So, question. It is always a good idea to be honest?
Honest. Yes, it has always been a good idea to be honest, but you can't, what do you call this? You cannot, the fact that you can always tell, you always have the choice to tell the truth. But there will always be time that truth, you don't need to tell the truth always, because there are statements or things that you call it white lies. Like you don't need to be honest about it because it will hurt someone. It will hurt someone, like it's a judgment, or yeah, it is good to be honest, but sometimes you need to keep the words, or the things that you think in yourself.
Yes. And that's all, guys. Thank you, Ati, for being part of my vlog. And thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to be updated on my next video. Bye-bye!